Hey guys, this Legend of Old 101 here once again, bringing you another reaction video. This time Chael Sonnen on the judges at UFC 247. And I like listening to Chael, man. This guy, man, he's good. He's very articulate, very knowledgeable in what he's talking about. I love listening to this guy, man. Watch his YouTube channel, and you guys should follow this guy. If you're a UFC fan, UFC head, follow this guy's YouTube channel. He's sick, really good. So yeah, let's get into this show. Remember to follow me in the free main place. You can find your boy Legend of Old 101, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Remember to thumbs the video up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, become part of the legacy. Road to 1,000 subscribers is still ongoing. Remember to press the notification bell when the next video drops. You're gonna know about it firsthand. So it's been a while since I've done a sit down video. Must be walking around just recording myself. So let's do this. Let's get into this show. Let's see what Chael has to say. And also, as always, man, leave your comments in the comment section down below before we continue. What you guys think about the Jon Jones and Dominic Reyes fight? Because Reyes robbed my guy. So what Chael talking about with the Joe Rogan's comments and the judges in general. 1, 2, 3.
During the live broadcast, Dominic Cruz and Joe Rogan are working together. I cannot recall which one went first, but one of them, who I believe to be Dominic, looks up and sees a judge not watching the fight. The judge was looking down at the ground. What he was looking at, I suppose we'll never know, but Dominic or Joe...
I remember seeing the fight as well. He was looking at the ground the entire match. It was like almost the entire fight. It was weird.
I've been looking at that judge for a few seconds now. He's not even watching the fight.
It was just like the whole time.
Joe Rogan looks over, sees the same thing, goes, oh my gosh, this is crazy. He's not
writing, still writing.
They go back to the fight. They call a little bit of the action. Oh, she just landed a jab. Oh, look at that leg kick. Oh, takedown was stuff. Then Joe Rogan said, hey, that judge still isn't watching the fight. Now, this represented 30 to 45 seconds. I never timed this off the top of my head. Both guys had time to comment. Both guys went back to the action of the fight. Then Rogan brings it back and offers it. He's still not watching the fight. Never called the judge out by name. Didn't embarrass anybody. But I thought it was just a very real and organic look at a situation that was peculiar. I didn't think anything more of it. It had my attention. I thought it was this compelling and spontaneous. I don't think most announcers in most sports would ever call out a judge of the sport. I appreciated that it happened. I was entertained and I was fascinated by it. Okay. Put a hold of that story. Jon Jones and Reyes fight. One judge gives 4 rounds to Jon Jones. Jon Jones, who has
That's crazy. 4-1 to Jones. What are you talking about?
Except the rules we agreed to, which if we go all
What
5
judge would
rounds, we
vote
turn
that?
to the judges. The judges have weighed in, and they raised my hand. Jon Jones has every right to call for victory.
Yeah, if the judges name me the winner, I'm putting my hands up too.
Boy,
Look
you
at
sure
that. I
did a good
escaped.
job and had me sweating. Jon Jones did everything above board here. He did. After that fight, and one of the 3 judges gave 4 of those rounds to Jon. Not even Jon agrees with that. After the show ends, the way the show closes is the announce team, and now the fights are all over. The building is clearing out. It's this great, what's called in the business, a working man shot. Meaning your announcers who are working, you're going to actually put the cameras on them. Generally, the announcers are heard, not seen. If they're seen, it's kind of an accident. Like they were just sitting there and a camera picked them up while trying to get the action. The working man shot, just to give you an industry term here, is where you actually put the camera on them and let them just digress a little bit about what they saw in the evening. Bring the evening to a close, a little encore for the fans so you don't just have the total hangover of, okay, it's done, fade to black, roll the credits, now I gotta wait till next month. It's a little more of a segue in an easy way to put a bow on things. Joe and Dom start having a very interesting conversation, and this was almost like 2 guys that are buddies that are fans of the same sport sitting around a bar having a beer that happened to caught on tape. It made for very, very interesting programming. But their conversation wasn't about the night and a recap and where does Jones go from here and what do we do as Reyes. They began to talk about judging. Now, these guys had the right to be irritated because they personally witnessed a judge of a world title fight. It was the ladies' fight. Not watching. I apologize. It was the ladies' fight. It was KGB versus Murphy. But they personally witnessed the judge not watching the fight, who then weighed in on it. It went to the judges. It went to the cards. And he has an opinion that affected two ladies' careers and lives. Not just their evening or their content, their careers and their lives. So they come back to that, and Joe said, look, I'm disgusted. And Joe has a way of being angry and frustrated without ever getting angry and frustrated. Like, you're not ever going to see a time where Joe Rogan is screaming and spit's coming out of his mouth and he's red hot. Joe has a way of being very upset and bothered by something, but just discussing it. Not yelling and not finger poking and not blaming, just discussing it. He's got a very natural gift for communication. Joe shares that. Comes back to Dom. Dom made a suggestion that was very interesting. And Dom said, look, one of the things that happens is all the commissions are very closed. We deal with 50 of them just within America. But they're all very closed. They're going to huddle up, they're going to make the decisions, and then they're going to reveal what those decisions are. Now, that's how most businesses work. That's very appropriate. That's very real. Nobody should be blamed for that. But Dom pointed it out. And then Dom offered a suggestion. And many people complain about what they see, but we don't hear the suggestion. Dom offered a suggestion. And it's just a suggestion, but we have to start somewhere, right? We have to start having some conversation. I'm not even to the point where I can bring you a suggestion, but Dom did. And Dom said, instead of having 50 commissions where it's all closed and nobody's talking and working together, let's not only open that up, okay, but allow us in. Allow to hear from media. Allow to hear from athletes. Allow to hear from experts. Let's get some dialogue going. Let's figure out what we're going to do so that we're all on the same page. And moreover, and now I'm adding to this. Dom didn't say this part, now I'm adding to this. My frustration has never been with bad judging. Because per the rules, and if the rules are followed, the judging is subjective, and the judge has the right to come to the conclusion that he comes to. But at times when that is so far out,
if he's doing his job properly,
far out of line, not only with the viewer, the athlete who
you can see it. I can literally blatantly see it. I saw it before you even said anything.
Oh, and by the way, your two fellow co-workers most definitely think you're way off base. When something like that happens, where is the disciplinary action?
Yeah, what happens
Does
to
that need to be an embarrassment where their name is just called out? Does that need to be something where, hey, we're going to grab you and we're going to pull you back? Because I'll tell you on the amateur level, that's exactly how it happens. You must work your way up through classes to be able to officiate, by example, the Olympic Games. If you screw up at the Olympic Games, you will lose that classification and you will not be at the next Games, period. If you were doing the NCAA tournament, the tournament itself, you might officiate NCAA events all year long, but you are qualified to do the actual national tournament, and if you lay an egg, you're not doing next year's tournament. You have a way to get back. You have a way to learn. You have a way to see what you did wrong. You're a human being. You don't have to be right all the time. You don't have to be perfect all the time. You just need to try to be perfect. For me, that's where the frustration comes. When you have something that is so far off that it simply cannot be explained, and it's not even agreed upon by your fellow co-workers. My frustration with comes, how come nothing happens? And it doesn't need to be too harsh. By the way, I'm not talking about a shaming of somebody, and I'm not talking about you have to be treated the way an athlete is treated, where an athlete is given a monetary fine. An athlete, the next time he goes for a license, has to go into a public hearing and try to represent why next time is going to be different than the last time. No, it doesn't need to be that level. It doesn't even need to be close to be that level. But I do think if you were to just defer to the amateurs and the status, and they've got a scoring system, they've got a very objective system, they've got ways to climb, they've got a number of events that you have to, there's a lot of things that you have to do, but if you were an aspiring official and that's the role that you want to be in, and you want to make it to the big one, You want to make it to the NCAA, you want to make it, you want to be the ref for the Super Bowl, you want to go and participate in the Olympic Games, there's things that you have to do, and if you fail at those things, there's a way to slide back down. And nobody's embarrassed by that, and at some point on your ascent, 80-some% of those people, statistically speaking, do slide down, and then they regain it. It's okay. Nobody gets ostracized. But if you have a judge who is not watching a contest and then ultimately weighs in on a contest between two athletes with a dream and a desire, oh, and by the way, that fans around the world have parted money with, not just to watch, to wager on, and you now affect the outcome of those wagers, I think that there is a real responsibility that needs to be explained, and then needs, to the best of your ability, not have to be perfect, to the best of your ability, to be executed on.
Yeah. He's not wrong. There needs to be a system there in place to just, you know what I'm saying, just reprimand some of these judges, because some of these judges just don't care in these matches. If it's a title fight, if it's, I'm not saying it's right, but if it's like a lesser match, not even a title match, just something that's low on the card, maybe, then you can kind of give a little bit of leeway there. It's a title match. This is a big time match. This is for the belt. You know what I'm saying? This is for the strap, for the championship gold. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. The big time, the main event. It's the main event. People pay their hard-earned money to see. This is what's selling the fight. People are betting money on it. As Chael said before, come on, man. Can't making those kind of mistakes. There's that level. At that level, it's you have to be like beyond reproach at that point. You know what I mean? Obviously a human being, but that's ridiculous. You can't be scoring 4-1 to someone who literally got battered for like literally almost like half the match. It was stupid. It was stupid. Okay, how much John Jones was running around that and like dodging some shots. He got hit. Most of the time he got hit. So it was a mess. The whole thing was a debacle. It was crazy. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I'm still ticked off of that. And I'm a John Jones, but I'm angry at that. Ray should have easily won that fight. 3 rounds, it was him. It was all Reyes. 3 rounds. John Jones got a couple of shots in there, but on that 3rd round, but that was about it. First 2 rounds clear. 3rd round, I'd say 70-30 Reyes for that, like percentage. And the other 2 rounds, all John Jones. So yeah, Reyes won that fight. But yeah, this is my little quick reaction to Chael Sonnen's YouTube channel and his video on the judges and Joe Rogan in general. So tell me that in the comment section down below about this situation, about the UFC, about the judges, about my reaction. Hey, what can I do to improve? You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like the judges, what can I do to improve my channel? Do you like me doing stuff like this, or do you like me do when I do my just random videos just on my phone, walking back and forth, just talking with you guys instead of being like a formal setting like this? Yeah, so remember to follow me in the Freeman place. You can find your boy LegendBall101, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Thumbs the video up, thumbs this video up, guys. It's free. Share the video, subscribe, and press the notification bell when the next video drops. You're gonna know about it. So, without further ado, another bid adieu. And remember to stay safe out here in these streets. It's LegendBall101 signing off. Peace.